There I am right there. Good morning. It's filling up my water cup here. Put the lid on right or it'll leak. There it went. No. Is it on? Okay. It spilled a little bit, but not horribly. Wipe it off a little bit with my shirt here. Better my shirt be a little wet than my desk. Right? There we go. Good morning. We've got our water. And we've got our coffee. Right here. Here's the door. Come on in. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm Ava. This is Craft Hour. Yeah. So welcome and thank you for being here. Let's see. I can't see my chat, so I don't know if I have ones or not. Let's get down here to the button. Yes, I do. All right. So I'm going to have my first sip of coffee. I know it's 11:39 here in the morning where I am. And I haven't had coffee yet. Just because on Saturdays I sleep in. And I just made the coffee. I didn't just get up, but I just made the coffee. Still a bit hot for me. But it's going to be delicious. After it cools off just a little bit. Let's see who's here this morning. I see Lily T. Good morning. There's Carla. Hello and welcome to Carla. Let's see here. I see member emojis in the chat from Lily, little pink hearts. Krubby the Beagle, hello. Thank you so much for being here. And Linda Barker, hello. Thanks for being here, Linda. I hope you are doing well. And there's Olga. Good morning. Thank you for being here. See the Bud Files. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, look at that. Carla says she's happy to be here and she's having a good day today. So you know what happens when we're happy around here? You know, right? Let me get over here to my other window though. And here we go. Oh yeah, love it, love it. Let's see here. Happy Saturday, everyone. See here. There's my ones from Lily. Good morning. Good morning. There's Lisa at Dream Angus. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I haven't had breakfast yet. That's making me hungry. And happy Easter to you as well. Let's see here. did something over on the other side, so hold on just a minute. All right. Check some things out. Okay. All right. Just taking a look at Softball Susie. And there they are. Good morning, and thanks for being here. Good morning. So it looks like Softball Susie has mixed media art, watercoloring, junk journals, card making, paper crafts, crocheting, all kinds of things. Organic hand-dried yarn. Nice. And bingo. So I see some in your shorts section. I see some of those yarns. Beautiful. Well, I will be by your channel later today and check it out. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. Scrolling. Nightbot says, always remember that you are amazing. Olga says, right now it's 21:43 Saturday evening. It is morning here. We're just getting our day started. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to put this right here. And we're going to jump over here for a minute and do this. All right. What's your weather like where you are? We always want to know because we're all so different in our temperatures based on where we are, right? So I'm in northern Missouri and it is 45 degrees right now, y'all. That seemed really cold when I went out there this morning because we've been in the 80s. We were like 89, yeah, almost to 90 degrees yesterday. And today it's 45 degrees. I took the dog out because it's warm in the house, right? So I've got my tank top on. My tank top's right here. I got my tank top on. There it is. I got my tank top on under here. I took the dog out. He's like, I don't think so. He's a Chihuahua. I don't think so. So we came back in and I put this on. I saw my flowers were blooming really pretty. My spring garden. And so I came in, put this on, went back outside and took a few pictures, which I'll show you some of here in a minute. So it's 45 degrees and our high for the day is 50. So we're almost right at our high almost. Our low tonight is 36. Now that is going to seem awfully cold after it being 90 degrees. But Sunday, the high is 55. Sunday is supposed to be sunny. It's going to be cold, but we're going to go filming. We're going to go filming. I told you yesterday that, we went to film and I didn't have a memory card. And I grabbed a memory card, but forgot to get the key for my phone. And we searched the car, everybody's purses, pockets, glove box, any little compartments for something that would work as a key, and we didn't find anything. So we just drove around, looked around, scouted out what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. So we'll arrive already knowing exactly where to go. And I found a spot that I'll have to do a little bit of walking through the woods to get there. So I'm going to wear my knee-high rubber boots for two reasons. It's raining today, so it's going to be wet. It might be muddy, but also snakes. Anytime I know I'm going to be out in the woods, even in the summertime, when it's hot, I don't care. I wear my rubber boots because they protect you from snake bites, right? So definitely it's time of the year when the snakes are waking up and coming out. So I'll wear my rubber boots just to be safe. And but I'll have to be sure to bring some other shoes too, because if I get muddy, I don't want the mud getting all over my car, right? So yeah. So what's it like where you are this morning or evening, whatever it happens to be for you right now? Let's see. There's Carla right there. Lily says it's 56, sunny, and a high for 75 today. Oh, you're going to be warmer than I am. Woo! Dream Angus. Hi, Lisa. Dream Angus says it's going to be up to 80 degrees where she is today. Brr. Olga, if you do too many emojis, YouTube will possibly time you out. I've got timed out of my own chat before when I'm the host. I don't understand how that can happen. But anyway, if you do too many, you'll end up timed out. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Let's see here. Going to be 80 degrees where you are today. I can't believe it. I wish it was 80 degrees where I am today. But, okay, I'll save this for just a minute. Save this. Linda Barker says it's headed to the upper 70s today in Cleveland, Ohio. Nice. Nice. I'll take the 70s too. That's nice weather. See if my coffee has cooled off any. Still hot but drinkable. I don't like to burn my lips off when I drink coffee or hot tea. Let's see. There's my phone right there. So tomorrow is going to be sunny. And then we're going to be cloudy all week. It starts raining again on Thursday. It's rained for 3 days already. Starts raining again on Thursday. We'll have rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thunderstorms on Monday. And that's as far as my 10-day forecast goes. So it's going to be rainy and cooler for another week. Oh, possibly snow on Tuesday. Yes, the weather is being very fickle right now. Absolutely. Our friend Christina at Dyson's Crazy Adventures, she had rain, thunderstorms, and snow all in the same day the other day. Crazy weather. Let's see here. Well, I'm enjoying that coffee. I'm going to grab some more here in a minute. What's coming up? What's going on? We want to know that too, right? I host a morning show on Monday mornings and Wednesday mornings at 6 a.m. Pacific time, which is my 6 a.m. Did I say a.m. or p.m.? 6 a.m. Pacific time, and which is my 8 o'clock in the morning. And we will be having show and tell is actually this upcoming Wednesday, the 8th, will be show and tell. And so I've been collecting some pictures for show and tell. The way you participate in that is if you have some pictures you'd like to share. This is a family-friendly channel. Pictures must be approved, received ahead of time, and approved. And we will show them in our segment of show and tell. We have that every month, the second Wednesday of the month. And that makes it this upcoming Wednesday. Because the first was a Wednesday. So it seems like it's coming up pretty fast. But it kind of is. But that is why. The first of the month was on a Wednesday. So that kind of changes things for us. If If you're a mushroom hunter, morel mushrooms, I got my mushroom cup. Now I know this is not a morel mushroom, but it's the closest thing I had. They are already finding them in southern Missouri, in the southern states. I saw somebody found some, might have been Wednesday-ish this week, here in northern Missouri. And so it's time to go mushroom hunting. If you hunt for morel mushrooms, it's time to go. And I hope you find some because they're delicious. So good. And then I was talking about my flowers were blooming when I took the dog out to go potty. I'm not going to show them all to you because they're for show and tell, but I'll show you some of them that have come up, and I'll show you 30 of these. So I planted a spring garden. So here's some of my daffodils and hyacinths there in the background. And here's some pink hyacinths. Is it going to focus? That's as good as it's going to focus there. And let me see. You can really see they're like little individual blooms, like bells. You can kind of see it there. Come to show and tell. I'll have it loaded in the computer and you can see it much better. But you can see those individual little flowers there. Yeah. So I'm so excited that my spring garden has come up. Flower garden. I'm going to add to it each year until I get it just the way I want it. And now there are some things that haven't come up yet. I also planted, I planted the daffodils. I planted different colors. This one's purple and white. The other one has pinks in it. And then I planted some of these. Now these are not up yet. And I was going to look to see if it tells when they come up. They were sold as a spring flower. So I don't know. Well, it doesn't really say. It doesn't say. It's supposed to be among the first blooms of spring. So I'm holding out hope that they are going to come up like the other ones did. If not, I'll plant something else there. I planted them right in a row. So they're the middle strip down that garden. And if they don't come up, then I'll plant me some zinnias in there or something like that. I'm going to add tulips for next year. I hope to just find me a variety pack of colors. Even if they are all the same color, it'll still be gorgeous, and that's all right. But I sure like having color variety in my flower gardens. I haven't planted my seeds yet, but it's about time to do that. I didn't want them freezing, and I'm glad I've waited because they would have froze last night if I hadn't. If they were just coming up as little bitty babies, they would have been gone. So I'm glad I waited, but it was hard to wait. It was hard to wait. It really, really was. Let's get over here to my chat again. Let's see what's going on over there. What are y'all doing? Let's see. Okay, possible snow. There we are. So the way to participate in show and tell is to email your pictures right there. I got distracted by flowers, didn't I, Lily? I forgot to say my email address. So it's the channel name, Ava Potterfield and Friends at gmail.com. And you can email your pictures there. Let's see. Thank you. I've never had spring flowers in my garden before. And the wild violets grow all over the place out here. And it's not until late summer, fall, so that'd be end of August, September. There's some pretty flowers that line the woods here, but you have to really wait all summer before they bloom and you finally get to enjoy them. But I do, absolutely. Thank you. Spring flowers right there. Yeah. And let's see. Well, my mouse will work. Let's see. Well, hello there. Good morning. I hope you're having a blessed day too. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Food Forest Permaculture, good morning. Good greetings, Earthlings. Good morning. All right, let's get over here. I'm going to run my member thank you and member shout outs, and then we're going to get to crocheting. I've got my crochet right over here in this bag. I'm still working on my shawl, but I'm wondering, oh yes, okay, there it is. I took it to the surgery waiting room when we were there, and I couldn't find my crochet hook when I just looked in there real quick, but there it is right there. So I didn't leave it there in the waiting room. It's right there. Okay, so here we excuse me. Here we go. We have Patreon memberships and we have channel memberships. And we thank you all so very much for those memberships and for your support. Get over here to the other window where I need to be. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you also to everyone who is subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, please do. And who subscribes, who watch our videos and watch our replays when they're not able to be at a live. We also have a lot of people who are watching our lives but are not talking in the chat. And so I also want you all to know that you are appreciated also. Absolutely. We couldn't do it without you. All right, and then one more thing. We'll get to crocheting. Shout out to there it is. Mobang $40 Tim, and to Janelle for sponsoring last night's second hour of music on our Friday Night Live. So thank you so much to Tim and Janelle for your super chats and for sponsoring that second hour of music. If you don't know what I'm talking about, every Friday night we're live. We call it Friday Night Live, and we're there to play music. And sometimes it's a 1 hour live, sometimes it's a 2 hour live. If we have sponsors, we keep it going for a second hour. So you're welcome to come check that out if you haven't already. Let's see. Let's get over here. Now, is there anything else I was supposed to tell y'all? Can't think of anything right now, so I must be good for now. If I think of it, anything else, I'll speak up. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, Olga, thank you for being here. And there's Carla. Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to get our crochet out. I'm so glad I didn't leave my hook in the waiting room. You know, when they come to get you, you just got to throw all your stuff in the bag and go, right? When your patient is in recovery and you can go back to see them, it's like you just throw it all back in the bag and go. So I'm very happy I didn't leave my crochet hook there. So what am I working on? Well, I'm working on this shawl. The color is called Flamingo. Flamingo. I like that color. And I decided just to go with a solid color. So this is what I'm doing. I didn't pull it up like I usually do because I just shoved it in the bag and went to the room. Okay. So it's going to be a shawl. It isn't quite big enough yet. So I'm still working on it. The stitch I'm using is the corner to corner stitch. Yeah. And making this shawl. So that leads me to the question, what are you all working on? And even if you've already told us previously, it's okay to tell us again. Because it's always fun to know what everyone is working on. Now, I kind of think I need to just rip that out and start. Yes, okay. I can see where I am now. I would have been all right. But sometimes if you're not sure, it's best to just be careful and make sure, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to thank you very much. It's getting bigger and I'll be able to use it before too long. I'm going to try to make it extra big. I have 3 skeins of yarn. I don't know that I'll use them all. I'd probably just get into that second one and use about half of it. But I want it to be plenty big so I don't have to hang on to it to keep it there. I want it to be big enough and loose enough that it'll wrap around me and stay there. I'm working on model trains, putting DOT reflective tape on my caboose and passenger cars and locomotive to make it look like it lights up. That is awesome. That is a great idea. Fantastic idea. I love model trains. I just really do. And this summer, that's one of the things we're going to be doing is getting our model trains out, seeing exactly what we've got, what sizes they are, how many different sizes we have. And I've already been adding to it. I've added 1 car so far. And then we'll start working on building some sets or dioramas, I guess is what you call that, for setting up some trains. So I don't know if we're going to do paper mache or if we're actually going to buy, like we have a waterfall to put together and decorate. Um, do you have any? Yes, we do. We do. I don't have a lot of experience with them. What I did is I inherited my dad's trains, my stepdad's train collection. And so you have G scale, O scale, and HO. Your favorite is the G. I know we have some G and I know we have some HO. I don't know what my favorite is yet, but I'll soon discover when I get my hands on them and start setting some things up. I'll quickly figure out what my favorites are, and size wise, and for building dioramas as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're limited on our space. So the first thing we're going to do, Doug saw this on YouTube, of course, and it was not a treasure chest. What are they called? The cedar chests, only it's not cedar, but it's a chest, cedar chest. I'll just say that for the sake of people knowing what I mean for sure. And when you opened it, they had a very small train set up in there with decorations and tracks and a train that would go inside there. And we actually have a chest just like they used in that video. So we're going to pull it out. We're going to decorate it up, get our train set in there, our track set up in there. Doug's in charge of it. He gets to do what he wants. It's going to be the first time we've had any of my dad's trains set up. So we're excited. But see, I teach private music lessons here, so I have kids as well as adults coming in and out. And I think that would be great fun for them to see that out on the porch. We have a closed-in porch right there. As they're coming in, or leaving, either one, that they would get to see that train going. I think that it would bring me joy to get to share that with them. And I really think it would bring them joy as well. So, yeah. Lily says, I'm not working on anything today. I'm just resting. Will you get rested up? Absolutely. I'm looking for tracks for my G and HO scale. So you think those trains are probably, now why is everything popping up here? I think that's probably N scale or Z scale, which they're smaller than the HO. So there's so many different sizes in there. I know nothing about them except I would go watch him run his trains when he had them set up. And he had a big setup. His train setup took up the size of a whole bedroom, and you barely had room to stand there. We don't have room to set up anything that elaborately large, space-wise. But, once we get it figured out and we know how to set them up and we have some designs made and we know what goes where, we can take them somewhere and set them up and share them with others, right? So, yeah. And the train in the cedar chest, we could even take if we're like playing music at the nursing home or something like that. I wouldn't take it to a pub. It wouldn't be safe while we're busy playing music. But somewhere like the nursing home where there's people there's staff there that could manage that as far as keeping hands out of it. We could do that. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless, really. But, yeah, looking forward to it very, very much. Let's see. I think I need to turn some music on. I'll do that right after I do this stitch right here. Okay. Let's get over here. So I hope y'all are having a good day. That's what I always want for all of my friends, is to have the best day you possibly can. So we're right here. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. Oh, I got an itch right there. Got an itch right there. All right. Boy, it was a rude awakening when I stepped out there with Stevie. He went, "This is cold. I don't like it." It's like prancing, only not in a happy prancing way. You know, like, what the heck is going on? Get me out of here kind of way. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're going to see our row of these. Just going. All right. Oops. Need to do that as well. And I need some more coffee. Ice water ready. Is that music too loud? What's this? Oh, yeah, that's a little loud. We've got about a 24. That's better. All right, back to the chat. You regularly play the piano at the nursing homes. Sometimes I've done like a gospel hour where I played gospel piano. And mainly we play some bluegrass, some old time music, and some Celtic Irish music. I used to go to a lot of train shows that were often held at the nursing homes in New Mexico 16 years ago. We had a friend, he passed away within the last year. He would do train shows and at the malls. He would participate in those, and his favorite one was at a nursing home. They did it Christmas time. So they did their train sets as usual, but they also kind of included the Christmas decorations also. Lisa says, I like the color of that yarn. Thank you. It's called Flamingo. Flamingo. Nightbox says, remember, you are amazing. Okay, music is not too loud. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to put that right there. Give you a drink of coffee, a swig. Take a swig of coffee. All right, back at it we go. We can go in a row across here. So with corner to corner, the larger your piece gets, the longer it takes to get across that row, right? Because you're making it one cluster wider every time you're going across there. And each cluster is 4 double crochets. So this is a cluster right here. Touch it. So there's one cluster here, right here. And you can see the individual clusters there. And there's 4 double crochets in each one of those. So I am hooked on this new game on my phone called Arrows, where the arrows are, there's just a whole bunch of arrows on your screen, and you have to move them one at a time without bumping anything else. Yeah. Sounds kind of crazy, but it is fun and relaxing. I guess it's not as much fun as it is relaxing for me. And I haven't really taken time to just sit down and crochet. Except during live right now on Saturdays. That's why I'm still working on this. Let's see. All right, here we go. The cluster. Can't wait to go film tomorrow. I hope the weather, it's going to be cold, and I know that, and so I'm going to wear my Carhartt bibs, and then also if I do get dirty or muddy, like my pant legs will get dirty, but I can take those off when I get back in the car as well. Take my boots and my... So I'll have to check my rubber boots because I caught Mojo with one of them chewing on it. And I think he just chewed on the around part of the top of the boots. So my luck, he probably, you know how they have handles, little handles, you pull them on. He probably chewed one of those off or something. Probably, I'll have to see what he did exactly. I didn't want to look at the time a couple of days ago. I took it, I didn't want to look at it. I didn't know. But I'll have to find out because I won't get a new pair by tomorrow morning. But if you were to do it, I'll have to put that on the list of things that I need to get. Because I wear those all summer when I'm out traipsing in the woods, just for safety and not getting snake bit and things like that. Do you work on one project at a time, or do you have several projects going at the same time? Which kind of crafter or crafter are you? I usually have multiple. That's what I usually do. Alright, here. When you say whoops when you're crocheting, that's not always a good thing, but it was all right. Do you have any extra tracks? I think I just have what he used for his setups. So I don't anticipate having extra anything. New cluster. Seeing what I'm seeing over there. I forgot to look around the room. And next cluster. They go pretty quickly. I'm not trying to hurry. Even when I'm just relaxing, I tend to go fast just because I've done it for so long that I've built a natural rhythm, right? Plus, if you're listening to music, you kind of crochet to the beat. Now, if you're watching a movie while you crochet, sometimes you spend time like this, watching your movie. And other times you're going. And other times you just end up watching, right? Or at least I do. Because I always am multitasking when I crochet. Either I'm watching a show on my phone or I'm watching a movie on my phone. So, y'all are friends with him too, so I'll say our friend Patrick, and have Cheetah Will View. I watched one of his movie reviews, and I haven't watched a horror film in a while, so I'm going to watch one. They said it's available on two of the streaming things that I use, so I'll be looking that up and check it out. So, I have this music in my StreamYard that I've loaded. I can only use it for YouTube lives, and that's it. If I'm streaming from StreamYard to something else, I can't use this music. But they have some built-in ones I can use anywhere. But I thought, well, there's times that I want to just be playing music. So I loaded some of my own from the YouTube library in here. And I don't know if there's a way I can loop the track so a song plays several times. But I don't think there's a way to just have it go from one to the other. I'm doing that myself, which is fine. But if there's a way to just make it go from one to the other, not random, because sometimes random play on, my experience has been on other platforms that it'll tend to play like focus on 2 or 3 of those, and you hear them more often, and just going from one to the other, that'd be nice. And I could arrange them the way I want them without having to push the button. Am I spoiled or what? I would consider myself very spoiled if that happened. I just switched songs. Did you see it happen? All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Right? The things you think about when you're sitting here crocheting. Yeah. There we go. This is the last one for this row. And then at the end of each row, I hold it up to make sure it's kept its V shape. If it didn't, I know I made a mistake somewhere that I need to fix. And I'd rather fix it after each row. You can't even see it all in the camera. There it is. Had to do a little reclining there. So it's still got its V shape. So we're good. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We're going to be doing a lot of photography this year. Tom expressed some interest in going with us to do some barn photography, and we used to do that when he was a kid. I was really into just like going down a dirt road and a country road and taking pictures of some barns. And so I told him the same thing the sheriff told me. The rules of doing photography like that, they're not real strict. It's just don't be in anybody's driveway. Don't either stay on the side of the road. You can cross the ditch, but if there's fence, stay right in the right of way if you do that. And don't touch anybody's fence, because the fence is private property. It belongs to the property owner. So don't touch the fence. Don't set your camera on the fence. I hadn't thought about that. And snap your picture and go. Snap and go, because you're not breaking any laws, but you might look suspicious. And if you're there too long, somebody might call the sheriff, and then they have to come see what you're doing. And he said, Ava, do not make me come and see what you're doing. Snap and go. Snap and go. Oh. All right. There we go. Okay, back to this row. But, what was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. I done forgot. I have a new popcorn popper coming that's supposed to be here tomorrow. So that'll be good. Got the Jiffy Pop style, where it air pops and blows it out into the bowl. The reason I had to get a new one is I had to find you turn upside down. I hurt myself. I don't usually drop stuff when I get hurt, but that hurts and I dropped it. So, and Doug hurt himself on it the other day too. He was doing that. So, but once the new one gets here, we won't have that issue anymore. And it wasn't the popcorn bowl, it was the electric base of it that hurt me and I dropped. So I'm going to keep the popcorn bowl and use it for the air popcorn to go into as it comes out the popper. It'll hold enough popcorn for everybody to have. That big bowl. Well, after this live, I have to do some laundry. Okay. Here's a question. When you're doing laundry, do you always hear it stop and put it in the dryer? Let's take a survey. I usually do, but the last load I did, I forgot, and it's still in the washer. So I'm going to rewash that load and then do some more laundry. Yeah. And I need to also set up my new over the sink dish drainer. So I'll take a picture of it empty, set up and empty, and then I'll take a picture of it after I've done some dishes. See how it works, what it looks like. Here. Stevie follows me everywhere. Stevie follows me. Enjoyed your craft live. Have to head out now. Your project is pretty. Happy Easter. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, there's Rose Kind right there. Good morning, afternoon, whichever it may be. All right. All right, we're going to finish this row. Got that far to go. Oh, goodness. For supper tonight, we're having ranch chicken, which is using, you know how you can buy your ranch dressing in the bottle? You can buy it in the powder packet to mix yourself. I'm using that just as a powder seasoning for my chicken. It always turns out really, really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. What are you having for supper? Have you planned ahead? Yarn separated on my hook. I only did up with one strand. There we go. Got it going now. New cluster. Go. Next cluster. Next cluster. Let's separate it. There. There we go. All right. I didn't make it quite to the end of my row. I'm close. I'm gonna have to keep going. I'm almost there. I think I'm going to get my amigurumi books out and pick a project in there. There was some really cute stuff in there. Almost to the end. That will be 2 rows I've done. I'm not trying to hurry, because when you hurry, that's when you make mistakes, right? At least that's how it is for me. Cluster. We're almost to the end of the row right there. Right. 2 more clusters. I also want to go to we have a local park with a pond and fountain and ducks. I'd like to go there. Hopefully see some babies. All right, here we go. At the end of the row, pull that up big and hold it up. And it's still a V. Still looks like a V. So we're good. Hold that up. Put that aside. And I'll just put that through there. Like that. Okay. Secure that hook in there. Because it's no fun when you lose your crochet hook. Trust me. No fun at all. Ranch chicken sounds yummy. Oh, ranch burgers. I've never tried that, Lily. I bet that's going to be good. Oh my gosh. I love grilled cheese sandwiches. Love them. And if you like tuna, I make tuna melts, which is tuna, cheese, and then you grill it just like a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, so good. So good. My elbow just fell off my desk. Oh, you're very welcome. You have a wonderful day too. Thank you, everybody, for being here and spending part of your time with me. I never take it for granted. I know there's so many other places you could be and things you could be doing. So I never take that for granted. Thank you very, very much. You are appreciated. As always, I just want to remind you that you are an amazing individual. You are wonderfully made, and you're a blessing to those around you. And you make my day better. So keep being you. Just keep being you. If you are struggling right now, please know that you are not alone. We all struggle. I'm struggling. We all struggle from time to time. I struggle every day. Usually with my health and exhaustion and things, right? But you're never alone. So our hope for everyone, for all of us, ourselves included, is that you never lose sight that you are a blessing, that we can do hard things when we have to, that baby steps count. Baby steps count. They are progress. You might not be moving as fast as you want to be, or getting things done as quickly as you want to be getting them done. You might be down right now and things are stacking up, right? All sorts of things could be going on. You might be doing fine, but you're exhausted from keeping up that pace, right? Just remember, we can do those things when we have to. And so our hope for all of us is that we always remember, even if we have goals we're working toward or things that we just have to get done, or you're struggling and it's just hard right now, that baby steps do count. It's okay to rest when you need to rest. It's okay. You might need that, right? You might actually need that. So just hang on with all you've got. Never give in. Never give up. We love you and we appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a wonderful rest of the day.